everybody, Brent back with another edition of Near Mint Musings. Welcome back to the channel. Today is another installment in everyone's favorite brewed beverage and Harmon KILLEBREW card showcase. That's right, it's time for KILLEBREW'n. Before we jump into the card of the day, I'm excited to show it off. I want to highlight a fantastic local hard cider that comes from the fine folks at Rambling Route Cider, just down the street from me in the Yakima Valley. When you think of Yakima Valley, besides apples, it's the home of treetop apples. It's also the home of some of the finest hops that you'll find in the country. Many of your favorite beers have been brewed with Yakima Valley hops. So when you think of Yakima Valley, always think of apples, always think of hops, and always think of Eloy the goat. That's right, he's from the Yakima Valley also. What a time to be alive. So cheers to you, and I'm going to pop this open because I am also celebrating the end of my 90-day work furlough. So I got the call just 2 days ago on my birthday, actually. So it was a fantastic birthday present. I go back to work Monday morning. So it has been 90 days of not working. And I am happy to announce that as of Monday, I'm gainfully employed once again. So cheers to you. That tastes good. So, the card you have in front of you, the 1961 Peters Meats Harmon KILLEBREW hand cuts. This is one of my favorite cards in my Harmon KILLEBREW collection, one of the rarest and one of the most unique by far. And I wanted to highlight exactly what the 1961 Peters Meats set is all about. As many of you know, food issue cards are very fun, very unique. And many of them have a regional story behind them, a regional connection, and some of them are very nostalgic to local geographies or regions or teams. This one being no exception. This was only for the Twins, only in 1961. This was just a year after they had moved from Washington, D.C., from being the Senators to now being the Minnesota Twins. So the local companies were celebrating their own baseball team, and Peters Meats was not the exception. So what are the Peters Meats? So there were 26 cards in this collection, and I should say not really cards. They were wrappers that were around mini meat products. So these would be coming wrapped around wieners. Little caveat, if you ever thought you wouldn't hear the term wrapped around your wieners in any other video besides a Pepino Man video, you are now mistaken. 26 cards in the collection, and they would come in a wrapper wrapped around different meat products and heavily waxed on the back. This is a good copy because it doesn't really have that wax residue, but you're going to see three different entities for these cards, which again is not unique to food issue cards. You're going to have, first off, you're going to have the intact panel of cards. Now for PSA, there are only 2 of the 26 cards that are PSA graded that are panel intact. There was one Jim Cott's and there was one Harmon KILLEBREW. So obviously that one Harmon KILLEBREW is the rarest of the rare sets. Second, you're going to have this. You're going to have these hand cut, but they're going to have the orange border around them. So when they were cut, they kept like the orange frame border around them. That's going to be a panel hand cut. So of those, there were only 3 Harmon KILLEBREWs, only 6 total of the set that have the hand cut panel look to them. And then lastly, you're going to have the most common of the 3, not that this is a common version, you're going to have just a hand cut that's going to be cut around the perforations that you see in front of you. And of those, there are 16 in the pop report for Harmon KILLEBREW for the hand cuts. I just thought this was an exemplary condition card, although it says authentic. We all know authentic can mean a myriad of things. This is just, because it was hand cut, it's going to have to say that. But the front and the back are just in fantastic condition. Like I said, there's no waxy residue built up from it over the years. Just a really, really good looking sharp card, and by far his rarest of regional, local food issue cards. So this is the 1961 Peters Meats Harmon Killebrew hand cuts in an authentic PSA. So super excited to have this in the collection. Been wanting to show this for months now, and thought this was a good time and deserved its own edition of KILLEBREW'n. So as always, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great day.